morning, Jackson staff and students. I would like to share our guest teachers here in the building today. And we do not have any guest teachers this morning in the building. We do have one person out, and that's Mr. House. He will not be here today. And Mrs. Hesselbacher will be leaving in the afternoon. And I will see you in just a few moments for announcements. Thank you. Good morning, Jackson staff and students. It is a magnificent Monday today, and welcome to Jackson Elementary School as it is Martin Luther King Day. Martin Luther King is a famous civil rights leader, and he was here in the United States, and Martin Luther King Day is always celebrated on the third Monday in January. I'm sure your teachers will share more information about Martin Luther King with you today during school. Right now I have Mr. Omar Lopez Vasquez here to say the Pledge of Allegiance. He is in Mr. Reese's 5th grade class. Please rise and put your hand on your heart. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Excellent job, Omar. Thank you very much. Go Pack Go! What a great catch that was last night. Mr. Cook barely made it in, but 2 feet inside. Did you see that play? It was phenomenal. Game changer. I'll tell you what, it sure made the end of the night wonderful. If you'll notice, most of our staff today are wearing green and gold. Next week, the Packers play the Atlanta Falcons on Sunday afternoon. Once again, boys and girls, if we win, Monday will be a Packer Day, green and gold wear, and jeans. We love it. This Go Pack Go. I want to make sure that all of our students are following their Tiger Truths today of being responsible, being respectful, and being safe. I also want to share our PBIS prize winners this morning in each of the classrooms. In Mrs. Balch's classroom, Kingston Self. In Mrs. Schar's classroom, Violet Rosberg. In Mrs. Freeman's classroom, Jordan McAllister. In Mrs. Ransom's classroom, Nikita Buchanan. In Mrs. Shear's classroom, Nolan McKenna. In Mrs. Hirsch's classroom, Adriana Cugno York. In Mrs. Masterson's classroom, Keegan Bennett. In Mrs. Hesselbacher's classroom, Azaria Vance. In Miss Christensen's classroom, Armando Macias. In Miss Forrest's classroom, Brooklyn Chambers. In Miss Peterson's classroom, John Beeman. In Mrs. Moyle's classroom, Nevaeh Shemahorn. In Mrs. Sweeney's classroom, Jasmine Haberman. In Miss Nellis's classroom, Jacqueline Truman. In Mrs. Jansen's classroom, Sebastian Stefan Villar. In Mrs. Dunmore's classroom, Carter Boardman. In Miss Barron's classroom, Dulce Hilario Aranda. In Miss Smith's classroom, Dylan Paul. In Mrs. Vasquez's classroom, Oneida Torres. And in Mr. Reese's classroom, Zayden Horner. All of you may come to the office when your teachers say it's okay to do so. Boys and girls, our weather today is really icy outside, so please be careful as you walk to and from your cars at the end of the evening. I do believe we have our small buses will not be coming to Jackson today. The roads are too tricky and they are not making it here. We probably will have children arriving all throughout the morning this morning. So please be careful as you get ready to go home this evening. We will be watching and current weather reports. Dr. Schulte sent an email and she is checking with meteorologists as regards to after school activities. So I know the weather is supposed to warm up as the day continue and goes on. Let's make it a magnificent Monday today, and don't forget to be awesome.